This is a bit of a different view from the Chicago winter I should be having this time of year. I don't hate my job. Do you hate your job? In this video, I'm going to be going over just a few reasons why you might hate your job and a few things you can do to try to fix that. Let's get into it. Here I am, down in Australia, enjoying some summer, which is quite a bit different from the Midwest winter I should be enjoying right now if I had stayed by my family. I don't hate my job, but I do know a lot of people that hate their jobs. Now, there's some very common threads through all of these people when it comes to hating their job. A common thread through all of these things that I'm going to talk about in this video is that you should be trying to pay better attention to the things that you dislike about your job. Figure out the things that you have impact on or can influence, and then consider moving jobs, transitioning groups, trying to get a different manager. Just get away from the situation. You have your sphere of control and your sphere of influence. If it's outside of your control, you shouldn't emotionally be dwelling on it. If it's inside your influence, you might be able to influence things to change. But if it's outside of those two things, you kind of just need to accept that. And with acceptance, you can start to move forward and figure out a plan for you. So if you hate your manager, for example, and they're causing your workday to be emotionally stifling or frustrating or stressful, then perhaps get a different manager. Or maybe you have toxic coworkers. That one, if you start using some emotional intelligence and trying to pay attention to your coworkers better, maybe figure out what's going on in their life and don't take things personally if they're throwing toxic energy towards you, that will take you pretty far. If you find that your work is irrelevant to your values, so you're doing some work that doesn't really mesh with your core or it's counter to your core, you shouldn't be doing that job. It's wild I have to even bring that up, but that's something that maybe you have a blind spot to this. I know I have a blind spot with certain things with my job because I'm in it. And unless you have the ability to kind of step back and take yourself out of the equation, you might not see it. Maybe you don't feel needed in your team or that you're not being rewarded for meeting or exceeding your team's targets. That's a very frustrating situation to be in. I would take it upon myself to try to broadcast better. So if we are meeting these goals, you should be getting more credit. And it shouldn't just be an attaboy to be like, wow, you really helped out. Try to broadcast that more effectively to a larger team. So maybe this will help you get some more recognition, which might help ease the stress when it comes to crunch time. I'd love a comment down below if you've ever hated a job and what you did to change that situation. I trust you learned quite a bit about why you might hate your job and what you can do to fix it. If you want some more IQ content, I have a playlist up here. Or if you're ready to learn emotional intelligence or EQ, you can get started down here. Or you can keep doing what you're doing and getting the results that you've been getting. Hope to see you soon.